Hello everyone, welcome to Module 7 of the Dropshipping mini course. This is Anton here again, and today I'm going to answer a question I get all the time, which is how do I get suppliers? Over the previous 6 modules, I've been talking about what suppliers you don't want to get, what type of suppliers you want to stay away from, but let's talk about which ones you actually do want in this video. So the first question, the first thing I'll speak about is, how can you find them? What's the best way to find these suppliers? The first thing you want to do is find your competitors. So you want to find out what niche it is that you'll be selling in, and you want to find other sites in that niche who you'll be competing with. If you remember, as I mentioned earlier, there are no niches out there without competition yet, at least not any good ones. There's competition everywhere, that's fine. There's competition because people are making money selling in these niches. So we want to find the websites that we'll be competing with. To do that, we simply use Google and we search for our niche. We then go through the top results and we look through their stores and we try to find out who they're selling for. So who are their suppliers? Because we want our suppliers to be their suppliers because, again, we're going to be competing with them. So there's a few different ways you could do this. Once you're on their websites, sometimes you'll actually see a section that says brands or manufacturers or suppliers. And if you want to actually see me go out there and do this research, I do offer that in Dropship Lifestyle in my coaching program. You could actually see me via screen shares go out to different websites and different niches and find lists of hundreds and hundreds of suppliers. But basically, to sum it up, you want to search for your future competitors, you want to find their websites, and then you want to look for a page or a section on their websites that's called either brands, suppliers, manufacturers, or anything like that. That'll be a list of the suppliers that they use. Now, these suppliers are going to be your suppliers, so you'll want to go ahead and add them to a list. I call this list my master list of suppliers. Now let's talk about a few ways again, just to recap for how you don't want to get suppliers, things to stay away from. And unfortunately, this is the trap that most people that are new to dropshipping fall into. The first thing I want to mention is do not use directories. So when you search for dropshipping, you're going to find a lot of websites that come up that say they have millions of products. You pay them for access and you get access to their dropshipped products. Do not use these. I don't know anyone that makes money this way. I know a lot of people that make money with e-commerce. I know a lot of people that make money with dropshipping, and none of them are doing it by using these directory sites. They're set up to make money by their fees, so don't pay for access. Don't use these directories. The next thing I want to mention, again, I've said it in a previous module, but it's very important. Do not buy a turnkey store, no matter how tempting it is. If you research dropshipping, you will find these what are called turnkey dropship stores for sale. They're full of products that are overpriced, that you can never get sales for, traffic sources that everyone else uses won't work for you because your prices will be too high. Just don't do it. Don't buy one, no matter how tempting it looks, no matter how good the deal is, whether it be $500, $1,000, $2,000. None of these sites are going to make you money. Do not buy them. Okay, so now I hope you understand how to actually find these suppliers by going to your future competitors. Now let's talk about what's really most important, which is how to get approved with them. So it's one thing to make this list and to see who the suppliers are in these niches, but how do you get approved? Well, here are some quick tips that I highly recommend. So obviously first, you do your research. The next thing you want to do is actually go out and build your online store. So a little opposite of what you may be thinking, but you actually want to go ahead and sign up for Shopify and build an e-commerce store before you're approved with any suppliers. And the reason you do this is because no good supplier is going to approve you before they see your e-commerce store. You can't just reach out to these suppliers and say, hey, I want to sell your products. And then they ask you, okay, can we see your website? And you say, oh, I don't have one. They'll hang up the phone. They won't give you the time of day. So you want to build your online store. It will be what I consider a demo store. So people can go to it, they can click around, they can look at it, but nothing will actually be for sale yet. It's more to show the suppliers that you're serious and that you have a platform to actually sell through if and when they approve you. So very important, you build that online store first. The next thing that's so important for when you actually reach out to these suppliers is that you know how to explain your marketing techniques and also to explain how good your customer service is. So this is something, again, I know I keep mentioning it, but it's something I go into a lot of detail with in my Dropship Lifestyle coaching program. But you really need to know at least a few marketing tricks before you reach out to these suppliers, because again, it's not their job just to approve everyone. It's their job to build their brands, and they want to work with retailers, and we're retailers. They want to work with retailers who at least sound like they know what they're doing. So I recommend going through an online course, or at least going through YouTube videos and reading up on e-commerce marketing, so that when you're talking to these suppliers and they ask you how you're going to market their products, you could have at least a conversation with them. It doesn't have to be you don't have to be biggest expert in the world, but you should understand how e-commerce marketing works. You can learn that again by just Googling it, by going to YouTube, or by maybe working with me in my coaching program. You also need to really be able to hit home with customer service and explain how important it is to you when you're talking to these suppliers. This is something that's often overlooked by retailers, but it's something that means everything to suppliers. So once they approve you and you're selling for them, you're an authorized retailer, and you're basically part of their brand, like almost an ambassador for their brand. So they only want to work with people who are going to treat their customers right, because it reflects on their brand, it reflects on your suppliers. So make sure whenever you're having these conversations with your future suppliers that you explain how important customer service is to you and your business, and how you treat your customers right, and how it's only going to lead to their customers really having a pleasant experience and wanting to do business with their brands again. Because you're all working together here. The goal is for everyone to make money, and for that to happen, their customers have to be treated right, and your company has to treat your customers right, so that you can all make money. The next thing that I'll mention for how you get approved with these suppliers is you have to follow up regularly. So whether you reach out via phone call or via an email to these good suppliers, a lot of them aren't going to just approve you right away, because remember, unlike the directories, these suppliers, it's not their main business to approve as many people as possible. It doesn't mean you won't get approved, but they're not waiting for the phone to ring so that they could sell you a package to get included in their directory. That's not their business. They're building brands here. So it is important for you to sell yourself and sell your business to them, like I mentioned with explaining marketing and customer service, but it's also important to follow up regularly. So even someone like me who's been in this business for a long time, it doesn't mean when I call a supplier, they approve me right away. They maybe tell me to follow up in a month, or they tell me they are busy, or they tell me they'll get back to me, and then they don't get back to me, and then I have to follow up. So it's just very important during this approval phase to keep excellent notes with everyone you speak to. If they say to call back, know when you're supposed to call back. If they say they're going to send you something, ask them when they'll send it by, and if they don't, make sure you follow up, because it's your responsibility to make these approvals happen. This is going to have a huge impact on your overall sales and how well your business does. It's a huge part of the business, so follow these steps and make sure you get it right, make sure you follow up, and make sure you have an online store to show these suppliers before you even apply. So that is going to do it for this video, Module 7, and I hope you understand now how you could not only find suppliers, but also get approved. It's really important to know what they want to hear, but also know this information for yourself, because it is important for your business. So know the marketing, know the customer service, and be confident, whether it be email or a phone call, when you reach out to these suppliers. Now, tomorrow in Module 8, check your inbox, I'll send it over to you. I'm going to talk about how you could actually sell a product that you've never seen or used, and what that's like, because I know it's strange. You've heard me already mention that we sell very expensive products, and these are products that we've never seen or touched or tested. So I want to talk about what that experience like, and how it's actually done, and how things work with inventory, how it's all managed, how it all comes together. So that'll be in Module 8. Check your inbox tomorrow, and I will send it over same time. And any questions, as always, just respond to that email, and I'm happy to help. Thank you.